Hi, welcome. For today's class, we're going to be doing a bit of cardio along with Pilates. We're going to break it down to rounds. We're going to have a cardio round, then we're going to have a resistance round, cardio round, resistance round, and then finisher. For today, we will be doing some jumping. Don't worry if you do not feel good jumping today. I'm going to offer modifications that you don't have to jump. However, if you do plan on jumping and you know that your floor is pretty solid ground to land on and might not feel very comfortable for your joints, feel free to wear some tennis shoes that will offer a bit of support there, just so we're, again, trying to be as safe as possible. Again, here I want you to focus not necessarily on, powering through everything, but really focusing on form still. We want to make sure that these movements, we are doing them with as the best form that we possibly have, so that we again are being as safe as possible, and that we're also getting more bang for our buck. Because if we try to power through and we don't have proper form, we're not really working out the muscles that we're aiming to. So without further ado, we're just going to start warming up. We're always going to start with some breathing just to get your core warmed up, especially those deeper core muscles. Start with your hands wrapped around your rib cage, fingers in the front, thumbs in the back. Taking a nice deep inhale. Let your rib cage expand. And exhale. Feel your waist naturally start to hug in. Deep breath. And as you exhale, feel those front ribs knit closer in together. Keep them knitted. Start to breathe into the sides and back of your ribs. We're going into our diaphragm breath. Beautiful. And then exhale, rounding that waist in, kind of like you're being tied into a corset. A little tighter with each breath. Sending your inhale further towards the back of your ribs for these last 2 breaths. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Beautiful. Shake it off. We're going to go for some hurdle steps just to get your hips warmed up. So you're going to open your right knee up and out, tapping that right foot back, and then swing that leg forward. And we're going to switch to your left. And swing forward. Beautiful here. Excellent. We've got just 10 seconds more. Keep the range of motion as small as you need to make sure that you're staying firm and grounded with that grounded foot. Last 5, 2, and once you're evened out to the left, nice deep breath, we're going to go for some knee hugs. So just grab your right knee in towards your chest, and bring it down. Left knee in, and down. You always want to make sure that when you go into any exercise, be that cardio, be it HIIT, running, Pilates, you're always warming up the muscle that you're going to be using for that day. So we have an arm-centric workout. Focus on warming up your shoulders, warming up your core, warming up your back. Same for legs, core, etc. Make sure that you're bringing your knee up and in towards your chest, not bringing your chest down to your knee. 3 more to each side. Start to connect your breath into the movement here. Super important for when we start doing a little more heart rate workouts. And final one. Once you're evened out to the left, standing nice and tall, we're going to go for some dynamic quad stretches. So you're going to grab your right foot with your right hand, reach that left hand up towards the ceiling. Create a little bit of balance here. Lightly tucking that pelvis, squeezing that right butt so you feel a nice stretch in that right quad. And then we switch sides. Beautiful. 20 seconds here. Going at your own pace. Again, try to feel your forefoot grounding deeper, helping you find more balance, staying stable as we switch from side to side. And last one to the left. Excellent. You're going to stand nice and tall. Feet are about hip width apart. I want you to keep your core nice and strong here. We're going to go for some YTWs. So you're going to open your arms up and out into a Y. Bring them forward. Opening them out into a T. Forward. And then bend your elbows, creating a W with your arms. Y. T. And W. So here, keep those front ribs knitted together so that when you open your arms out, you're not finding extension in your back and kind of crunching from that low back. You're keeping your core steady, so we're feeling a squeeze in between your shoulder blades. Do 3 more here of each. Last 2 sets. Final one. Beautiful. Once you're evened out, shake it off. We're going to go with some calf raises. So I want you to keep your toes pointing straight forward. You're going to exhale, roll from your heel through your arch onto the ball of your foot. And then reverse. Good. This is going to be super important because we're getting those ankles warmed up. Especially if we're going to be jumping, you want to make sure that you can fluidly move through your foot and ankle so that when you jump and land, we're not letting our feet just slam down into the ground, sending all that shock of landing into your joints, but really allowing that flow to send all that shock through the right muscles, and so that we're finding support from our core, from our glutes and inner thighs in those movements. 10 more here. Last 8. 6. 4. My calves are feeling it a little bit. Last 2. And after that last one, come all the way down. You're going to stand on the end of your mat. Again, make sure you have your feet about hip width apart. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, finding length in your spine. Keep those front ribs knitted. You're going to exhale, hinge forward, bring your hands down onto the mat, and walk out into your plank. We're going to do 8 of these. You're going to hold for a breath, and then walk your hands back towards your feet, and then articulate up to standing. Arms up towards the ceiling, finding length. Again, feel like you're stretching up towards that ceiling. Exhale, hinge from your hips, finding a stretch in those hamstrings. Walk out into your plank. Hold. And then walk back. Roll up. So here we're getting some warmth going in your core, your shoulders. We're also getting some length in your hamstrings and some movement in your spine. Last 4 here. Make sure that when you're out in your plank, you're not letting your chest sink down towards the floor, creating kind of like this dip in your low back. You want to keep your spine long. Keep your hands pressing into the mat, collarbones wide, so you feel your abs supporting you here. You also feel your shoulders working. Last 2. Keep your shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Excellent. Once you come all the way back, we're going to start with our first round of cardio. We're going to start first with some high kicks, then move on to some butt kicks, and then go for some reverse lunges. So we're going to do 50 seconds of the high kicks, 10 seconds rest, and then 50 seconds of the butt kicks. So we're going to start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So here you're driving your knees up. Use your arms as well to create a little bit of momentum in that movement. Beautiful. If again, high knees do not feel good, imitate the movement without the jumping. Still feel your knees driving up towards your chest. Feel your core engaging. It's helping you lift your knees up. Beautiful here. We got 20 seconds. See if you can give it your all. Excellent. 10 seconds. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're resting here for 10 seconds. Make sure, Matt, I feel like mine kind of just got all over the place. And then we're going to move into some butt kicks. And go. So here you're trying to tap your butt with your heel. Again, feel free to do the butt taps without the jumping. Excellent. We've got just 30 seconds left. Nice deep breath. We're going to get a 10-second rest after this and then move on to some reverse lunges. 15 seconds. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and after that last one, nice deep breath. Ooh, your heart rate should be starting to climb a little bit here. Excellent. So for this one, we're going to go for some reverse lunges. All you want to do is send your right knee back, cut up, and bring that right knee forward. Down and then switch sides. Left knee back, forward, and down. We're going to do 9 more to each side. Making sure here that when you come down into that reverse lunge, your forward knee is bending just over your heel and ankle. That's make sure that we're using the back of your leg to lift you back up. Five more. Beautiful. 4, and then we're going to start adding a jump in that forward and that knee up. Last 3. Two. Excellent. Final one to each side. Beautiful. And here we're going to start adding a jump in that knee up. So you're going to swing your right knee back, bring it forward, and jump. Left knee back, swing it forward, and jump. If the jump does not feel good for you, you can just do the reverse lunge, bring that knee forward, and then do a little heel lift. And bring it down, then switch side. Reverse lunge, knee up, heel lift. Good. So we're going to do just a minute. So we're getting like 30 seconds for each side. Again, try to go at your own pace. Don't worry about how many reps you fit in. Focus on 4. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going. Nice and steady. trying to press the weight into your heels so that when you lift, you're using the back of your leg. Beautiful here. We've got just 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Make sure you're even down on both sides. Bring your hands down. Walk your feet out. Make sure you've got a nice, strong plank position here. We're going for some mountain climbers. So here, feel free to start small, going at your own pace. I want you to feel your collarbones are nice and wide. You're pressing the pinky side of your hands into the mat. If this feels good, you want to pick up the pace, feel free to do so. Trying to keep your core nice and steady. Beautiful, going here just for 15 more seconds. Four, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're even down. Good. Nice deep breath. You're gonna lie down on your stomach. Feel your legs reaching long and back behind you. Feel your heels reaching away from you, so you feel the back of your legs, especially your hamstrings, and that muscle working. You're gonna start with your hands out to the side, thumbs up. That's gonna help make sure we're keeping your shoulders externally rotated, so your collarbones are staying wide. Keep your neck nice and long. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to lift your chest. Feel your thumbs lifting up towards the ceiling. And then lower. And lift. And lower. So keep your legs reaching long. Keep your pelvis lightly tucked forward. That's going to make sure that your abs are engaged. We're not lifting from your low back. You're going to feel this work in your upper and mid back. Do 10 more. Going at your own pace. Making sure that when your chest lifts, your gaze doesn't turn up and forward so that we don't create kind of this crunch in your neck. You want to keep your neck nice and long. 4, 5. 4. 3. You're going to keep that chest lifted in 2. Hold on this last one. We're going to do little shoulder squeezes here. So I want you to bring your thumbs up a tiny inch higher. Feel your shoulder blade squeezing, and then release that tiny inch. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. 4, 6. Keep your legs long. Pelvis tucked for 4. 3, 2. And after that last one, you can relax, a nice deep breath. We're going to take a quick little 30 seconds of rest here. Nice deep breath. I'm already sweating, and that was just round 1. Okay, good. We've got just 15 more seconds. We're going to go for this next round. It's going to be a lot of ab work, and it's going to be more resistance work. So here's where you really want to focus on form. Go at a nice, slow pace so we can really get your core to do a ton of work. But we're also making sure that we're getting the work in the right places. Good. So once you're done here, I want you to sit on your mat, legs nice and long. If, like me, you have pretty tight hamstrings, or if you feel a little ache in your low back, you can soften your knees so you can sit nice and tall. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to just do some roll-ups here. You're going to reach your arms long in front of you. Exhale, tuck that pelvis. It should feel like someone punched you in the stomach and you're creating this curve of your spine, drawing your belly button in towards your spine, and then rolling down nice and slow, maintaining as much control as possible, reaching your arms up overhead, but again, make sure that your rib cage doesn't flare open to the ceiling. You're keeping those front ribs knitted. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna tuck your chin, reach your arms up and over, rolling up nice and slow, softening your knees as you come up, nice and tall. We're gonna do this 7 more times. So you're gonna exhale, roll back, keep your heels pressing down on the mat. That's gonna help you feel the back of your legs engage, which is gonna make sure that your hip flexors don't grip here and they allow your core to do the work. Last 6. Also, if you're having kind of a hard time with this one today, focus on the roll back. So go super slow as you're lying down. That's going to strengthen all of your ab muscles that you need to roll up with more efficiency and more ease. And then if you need to, just use your hands for a little assisted roll up. Last 3. And 2. And on this next one, you're gonna roll back halfway, hold it there. So here as low as feels good for you. You want to make sure that you can keep your core engaged. You're not feeling any pinch in your low back. You're not letting your shoulders hike up into your ears. Excellent. Feel free to bring your hands in front of your chest. Have your elbows bent, pointing out to the side. You're gonna twist your chest to the left. Come back to center. And twist to the right. And center. Think about keeping your hands in line with the center of your chest instead of sending your arms out to the side. That's gonna help you realize that you're twisting from your chest, getting your obliques to do the work, instead of just sending your arms out to the side, tricking your brain into thinking that you're doing a deeper twist. Keep those little abs drawing up and in towards your spine. Keep that low back rounded so we're still creating this crescent moon shape with your spine. Breathing here. I like to exhale as I twist. Inhale as I come to center, and then exhale to twist again. Last 4 to each side. Three. 2. On this next one, you're going to twist to the left, hold it there. You're gonna roll down an inch and up an inch, down an inch and up. I want you to feel that you're getting this movement to come from that bra line, those top ribs. You're rolling down that inch and then bending at that line, coming up an inch. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to twist over to the right, down that inch, and up an inch, down, and up. 4, 7, 6. Really squeeze your hands together, especially that pinky side. That's going to help your serratus turn on a little bit, get you to use those obliques even more. 4, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Coming right back to center. And all the way up. Nice deep breath. You're going to bend your knees. Inhale, feel your spine reach nice and tall. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll back halfway once more. Hold it there. You're going to bring your right leg up, left leg up to tabletop. Feel free to hold on to your calves here for a second while you find that balance point. You want to feel like you're balancing on your sits bones, which are that little bony part of your butt. Might be easier for me to find. I have smaller butt. Good. So once you find that balancing point, you're going to let your calves go. You're going to send your legs long as you lower your chest an inch. And then bend your knees and lift your chest. This is your teaser to low teaser, or boat to low boat, however you want to see it. We're going to do 8 of these. So legs long, lowering down, knees bent, and chest lifts. Again, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hands reaching nice and long. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. Final 1. And bring your knees down. Nice deep breath. We get a 30-second break here. Excellent. Oh, so just breathe. Our next round is going to be another cardio butt-centric round. Again, there's going to be jumping. I'll offer modifications if you don't feel like jumping today. Again, I want you to think about going at your own pace. Take it nice and easy if you need to. Take a break if you need to. Beauty of these recorded sessions that you can pause them and then keep going. Beautiful. And we're going to come all the way up to standing. Nice deep breath. We're going to do some high lunge jacks first. They kind of look like this. If that does not feel good, again, modification is you can have your feet a little wider than your hips, arms out in the T. You're going to cross your arms as you cross your right leg over your left. Come back at that start position, and then left leg over your right. And just keep going like that. You can go a little faster, that feels good for you. Good, so we're going to do this for, again, 50 seconds. We're going to start in about 5 seconds. So get ready. Again, feel free to try one. If it doesn't feel good, you can go for the other. And go. Really nice. Don't forget to breathe here. Inhale, exhale. Looking good. Beautiful. 25 seconds left. And 10 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nice deep breath. Whew. Okay, so we're going to do a combo of lunges here. We're going to do a side lunge, coming up, reverse lunge, come up, and then curtsy lunge, and up. Alternating, so we do those 3 first on your right side, then those same 3 on the left side. Whew. We're going to do 10 per side. And let's go. Side lunge to the right, reverse lunge, and curtsy lunge. Beautiful. When you go into that reverse lunge and curtsy lunge, think about hovering your knee maybe an inch or so off the mat. Try not to rest it down to add a little extra challenge. Also, just realized I'm just doing the right side first, so I guess we're going with that. If you're doing that, following me. Beautiful. Last 4. Excellent. 2. Again, if you're just doing the right side, if you follow my original instructions and you're doing alternating from side to side, you still got a few left. Good. Once you finish off that right side, if like you just did your right side first, switch to your left. So the really great thing about these variations and lunges is that they do work your butt and hip muscles, but in different ways, which helps them kind of prep to support you in a myriad of positions. So like, for example, I run. Let's say that I'm doing trail running, which has a tendency to be a little rough terrain. It's really easy to kind of like roll on your ankle or step off the wrong way. If your glutes are strong and they can support you in all these different positions, you're less likely to get injured. Last 4. Three. 2. Final set. Beautiful. Once you're evened out on both sides, nice deep breath. We're going to go for some jumping jacks again, 15 seconds. If you don't feel good jumping, again, modified version. Bring your arms up, step your right leg out, center, arms up, left leg out, center. And you can keep going like that. Maybe you want to jump for 10 seconds, rest for 10, doing that modified version, etc. Whatever feels best for you. We're going to start in 4, in 3, in 2, and start jumping. Breathe in here still. Nice. Good. We're almost halfway there. Keep going. 20 seconds left. Almost there. Really nice. We've got 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. 10-second rest. Nice deep breath. Good. We're going to go for some squats. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart, toes pointing straight forward, and using your butt down and back in space. Press into your heels to stand. So again, when you send your butt back, you're sending the weight into your heels, so it's the back of your legs working to lift you up, instead of relying too much on your quads. Squeezing your butt at the top. Keep those low abs drawing up and in towards your spine. Your back is staying straight and long. Last 10. Beautiful. 7. 5. In 3, you're gonna hold that squat. Holding it on this last one. Again, keep your toes pointing forward. Make sure your knees aren't knocking in. They're staying in line with your second and third toes. Spine is long. We're doing pulses here. Down an inch and up. Down an inch and up. Really nice. Beautiful here. Four, 6, 4, 2, and after that last one, stand all the way up. For our next one, we're going to do that squat, adding a jump at the top. Again, if jump does not feel good, just do a heel lift. So for the modified version, you're going to squat down, and when you stand, squeeze your butt and lift your heels. Lower your heels and then squat. If you want to go for a little more challenging variation, you're going to squat, stand and jump. Squat, stand and jump. Using your arms here to help you build a bit of momentum to go up in space. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Down. Excellent. We're going to do just 10 more. 8. 5. 2. Last one. Whew. Stand. Take a deep breath. One last variation here. We're going to do 3 pulses in our squat and then jump. Come down to that squat, 3 pulses and jump. We're going to do that 10 times. So 5 more seconds here of breathing. I'm going to prepare myself for this. Excellent. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Squatting down. Pulses 1, 2, 3. Jump. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Again, feel free to do the heel lift version instead. Last 7. Jump. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Last 5. Last 3. Last 1. Beautiful. Nice deep breath. Whew. We're going to move on after these 20 seconds of rest to our next round, which again is going to be ab-based resistance. Going slow, at your own pace, nice and controlled. Okay. So when you're ready, you're going to bring your hands down onto the mat. Make sure you have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Collarbones are wide. You're pressing the pinkies of your hands into the mat. You're going to tuck your toes on the mat. Inhale. And you guessed it, we're going to go for knee hovers as you exhale. Exhale, draw your belly button up and in. Hover your knees. Nice deep breath here. And then lower. And hover. And lower. 8 more here. Beautiful. 6. Last 4. Keep your neck nice and long. In 3, you're going to hold your knees up in that hover. 2. And you're gonna hold it on this last one. Again, make sure your feet are fairly wide, as are your hands, so you have a bit more supportive stance. We're gonna go for some shoulder taps. If you prefer to keep your knees down for that, feel free to do so. You're going to tap your right hand on your left shoulder, left hand on your right, and continue going like that for 6 more. Keep your spine long. Keep those low abs drawing up and in. Try to minimize the shift happening in your body as you tap your hand to shoulder. 3 to each side. 2. Last one. Bring your knees down and rest. Take a deep breath here. We're going to move on to that same knee hover and walking out into plank, then back into knee hover, plank, knee hover. And if it feels good, you can add the shoulder tap in that hover if you want a little extra challenge. So take a deep inhale here. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders once more. Again, if your wrists are feeling sensitive, just have your fists on the mat instead. That's going to help keep a long line of your wrists, help alleviate any pain you might be feeling there. We're going to do 8 of these. That means you're going to do 1 rep. It's going to be the walk out to plank, knee hover, and shoulder tap. If you want to include that, that's 1 rep. So nice deep inhale. Exhale, hover your knees. Walking out into that plank. Back in. Shoulder tap, if that feels good for you. Out. Back in. Shoulder tap. Excellent. Last 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. And once you're done there, bring your knees down, nice deep breath. Excellent. So for here, we're gonna lie down on your stomach once more. We're gonna go for a little bit of that extension work that we were doing before. So again, here you're reaching your legs nice and long, especially your heels, so we get engagement in your hamstring, that muscle and butt. I want you to tuck your pelvis so you're pressing your pubic bone into the mat, drawing those low abs up and in towards your spine. You're going to start with your arms in a cactus position, so elbows bent by your side like this. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to lift your chest. Reach your arms straight forward, bend, and then lower. Lift, arms straight, bend, and lower. Making sure that when you reach your arms forward, your shoulder blades and shoulders stay down away from your ears. Don't let them hike up. That's going to get your traps to activate. You want to feel this work in your core. You want to feel it in those muscles that live between your shoulder blade and your spine. Last 5 here. Again, keeping your neck nice and long. Last one. Excellent. Deep breath. Relax here for a second. We got one last variation. Then we have our finisher, and then we stretch. Okay. So for our last prone extension work, we're just going to do a Superman or Superwoman. Reach your legs long. Reach your arms long. Taking a nice deep inhale. Again, pressing that pubic bone into the mat. Squeezing your glutes. Reaching your legs long. You're going to exhale and lift. And I want you to hold it here for 15 seconds. Keep it as low as you need to. Make sure you feel the work in your upper and mid back, not in your low back. If you feel it in your low back, take a break, come back up. We've got these last 5, 4, 3, 2, and after that last one, you can relax. Nice deep breath. So for a finisher, you might hate me. I know I kind of hate me for thinking of doing this, but it's kind of cool and it's kind of hard. You guys can stay breathing here. I'm going to just demonstrate what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a combo movement. We're going to start out in our plank. We're going to do an X plank first. So you pike your butt up, reach your right hand to your left toes, back out into your high plank, pike, left hand to left toes, back out into your high plank. You're going to bend your knees, sit back into your rocket, and then you're going to jump forward, bringing your feet by your hands, stand and jump. Squat back down, hands down, jump back so you're in your high plank, and again, pike, going to that X plank, rocket, jump, hop, beautiful. Okay, we're going to do this in 10 seconds. If that doesn't feel good, again, you can just do the high plank, shoulder tap instead of that X plank. You can lean back into your rocket or a down dog if that feels better. You can walk your hands forward instead of hopping them forward. And you can just squat, stand, lift your heels to the top, bring them down. Again, squat, hands down, walk your feet back. So you don't have to jump if that doesn't feel good. Again, feel free to modify if you need to. Maybe you try out some different ways that you can combine with modifications, or just go all out. We're going to start in 5, and we're going to do 8 of these. And let's go. You're going to rock it, jump, jump, down, jump, X plank, rock it, six more, beautiful here, last 5, actually feels like a very torturous and extended burpee. Last 4. Almost there. Final 3. Last 1. Almost there. And that is it with all the hard work. You should just pat yourself on the back for finishing that. Take a nice deep breath here. I'm just going to collapse. Whew. Okay, so we're going to go into child's pose just so we can breathe. So I can hide my face and you can see how exhausted I am from that. You can have your knees nice and wide. Sit your butt back into your heels. Reach your arms nice and long. But keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your forehead resting on the mat. And breathe into the back of your ribs. Nice deep breaths here. And just let your ribcage expand. lying down and prone on your stomach. Keep your hands by your chest. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, lift your chest. Beautiful. Make sure here that you're keeping your butt squeezed, collarbones wide. So you're finding a stretch in the front of your chest and abs. For not pinching in that low back. After this last breath, lower back down. Tuck your toes. Come into your down dog. Keep those heels reaching long. Press the palm of your hands deeper into the mat. Finding length in your spine and just pedal your feet. Going at your own pace, whatever feels best for you. Beautiful. Straighten both legs. Bring your right knee forward into your pigeon. Finding a nice stretch in the outside of that right hip. And you can bring your forearms down or chest down if that feels good for you. Deep breath here, tuck that left toe, hands back on the mat. Reach that right leg back, down dog. And then pigeon on that left leg. Bring your left leg forward. You can bring your forearms down. Nice deep breath. And after that last one, coming back into that down dog. Beautiful. Carefully come to sitting on your mat. And go for a last butterfly stretch. Soles of your feet together, soles of your shoes together. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently lean your chest forward, trying to keep your back straight. You can press your knees further down with your elbows if that feels good. So you're finding a bit of stretch in your inner thighs. Always think about exhaling as you sink a little deeper into your stretch so we're not stressing out your muscles and they're not gripping in response. One more breath here. One after our last breath. We are done. So this is our cardio and Pilates flow for today. It's the first time I do kind of a combination of those two. If you liked it or didn't like it, feel free to let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, so I can further kind of tweak and fix for the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. I know I did. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys around. Have a nice day.